From the mysterious Roswell crash to the puzzling Rendlesham Forest incident, UFO encounters have captured our imagination for decades. In 2004, off the coast of San Diego, a series of strange events unfolded that would leave even skeptics questioning the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
My gosh!
Today, we delve into the chilling depths of a UFO encounter that defies logic and transcends the boundaries of human understanding. The USS Nimitz encounter. Welcome, watchers. If you're a fan of the mysterious and macabre, if you love tales of the bizarre, paranormal, criminal, and unexplained, then you've come to the right place. Dim the lights, steady your nerves, hit that subscribe button, and join us as we dare to ask the questions that might just shatter our perception of reality. This is Video Knowhere. In November 2004, off the coast of San Diego, the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group was conducting routine training exercises when they encountered a series of unidentified flying objects. These objects, now infamously referred to as Tic Tac UFOs, displayed seemingly impossible flight characteristics that continue to defy conventional explanations.
It certainly did behave in a way, it maneuvered in a way that we couldn't explain.
It has no wings. It has no rotors. What is that?
They could travel from point A to point B in a matter of a second, even though it was miles and miles and miles away.
It just broke the mold and kind of blew our minds in terms of the way it was maneuvering.
The day began just like hundreds of others for Navy pilot Commander David Fravor. He and his wingman were flying a training mission when he received an unexpected call over the radio that would change his life and come to define his career.
He says, we got real-world vector, and they're going to send us out to the west.
The exercise was canceled, and the two F-18 Super Hornets were retasked on a real-world mission to investigate an unusual radar ping around 80 miles offshore.
We have no idea that for 2 weeks, the 2 weeks we've been at sea, they've been tracking these things coming out of the sky.
The radar crew on the USS Princeton had been tracking the unusual radar signatures appearing off the coast for weeks. The UAPs would descend rapidly from above 80,000 feet to about 20,000 feet, and then appeared to hover above the water. Commander Fravor was scrambled to intercept the object. The F-18s closed quickly on the position and began to visually scan the airspace for the craft.
What we see is this white Tic Tac looking object just above the surface of the water. It's just radically moving forward, back, left, right at will.
Once spotted, Fravor says the planes began to circle the object at about 20,000 feet, while the object hovered a mere 50 feet above the ocean's surface. The object exhibited unusual behavior and erratic ping-pong-like movement, rapidly bouncing around above a disturbance in the water. Fravor initiated a circular descent in order to get a closer look at the unidentified object.
So I said, I'm gonna go check it out. And as I'm coming down, the Tic Tac just kind of rapidly goes and turns, so now it's kind of pointing east-west, and now it mirrors us. So it's above the surface, we're up high, we're coming down, it starts coming up. Well, this is getting interesting.
As he neared the object's altitude, the strange craft suddenly began a rapid circular ascent, mirroring the F-18's approach.
So it literally is aware we're there. There's no doubt because it mirrored.
Intrigued, Fravor decided it was time to see exactly what this was.
So I'm about, I don't know, probably 2,000 to 3,000 feet above it, and I just kind of drop my nose aggressively and I cut across the circle.
He performed a rapid change in course and maneuvered his F-18 to intercept the UAP, cutting across the circle and diving towards the strange object.
Starts to accelerate, and within about less than a second, as I start to pull nose onto it and it crosses right in front of me, it just goes poof and it's gone.
Even more bizarre, a few minutes later, the Tic Tac shaped craft reappeared on radar.
The controller on the Princeton comes up and he says, "Sir, you're not going to believe this, but that thing is back at your cap point." That was our original point where we were going to hold 40 miles south of the ship. This thing has went from wherever we were at to about 60 miles in maybe 30, 40 seconds. It's already over there.
Not only was the cap point far too distant for any known aircraft to travel in that amount of time, this also begs the question, how could the craft have known the location of the rendezvous point?
And they didn't track it, it just appeared. It shows back up on their radar and they go, it's here.
Back on the carrier, Fravor reported the sighting to the next flight crew out, who pursued the UAP armed with a FLIR camera and captured this infamous footage. According to Commander Fravor, the object evaded lock by jamming the F-18's sensors. However, the WSO was able to track and record the video using only visual pixel information from the camera, evading the jamming technology. The WSO switches the sensor to TV, or visual mode. The object now appears dark against the bright daytime sky. Its oblong, Tic Tac shape is clearly visible. The WSO changes the image back to infrared mode. If the aircraft was using a traditional combustion propulsion system, there should be a visible exhaust trail. The sensor either loses its lock or the object shifts rapidly, but the sensor quickly regains lock. The WSO cycles through zoom options again before the object suddenly and instantaneously accelerates out of view at a seemingly impossible velocity. The case for extraterrestrial origin begins with the technology observed during the encounter. Pilots and radar operators reported that these Tic Tac UFOs exhibited unprecedented acceleration, hypersonic speeds, and rapid changes in altitude and direction.
If anything biological would have been in that thing, given Newtonian physics, classical physics, it would have turned you into mush.
The UFOs were able to perform a series of maneuvers that far exceeded the capabilities of any known human aircraft. Fravor and his wingman were astounded by the object's ability to seemingly defy the laws of physics. It's crucial to consider that this event took place in 2004, nearly 20 years ago.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. Cannonball!
While advancements in drone technology have been made since then, there is still no known human-made aircraft that can replicate the Tic Tac UFO's astonishing performance. If these objects were of terrestrial origin, where is the groundbreaking technology today? Why hasn't it been revealed or utilized? In 2017, the New York Times broke the story of the USS Nimitz encounter, releasing previously classified videos recorded by the US Navy. This was followed by the Pentagon's official confirmation that the videos were genuine and that they couldn't explain the objects. In 2020, the Department of Defense released 3 videos, one of which was the FLIR-1 video, which featured the Tic Tac UFO. This unprecedented release of information lends credibility to the extraterrestrial hypothesis. If the objects were simply classified military technology, why would the government release the footage and acknowledge their inability to explain the phenomenon? The credibility of the witnesses involved in the USS Nimitz encounter is another key factor supporting the extraterrestrial hypothesis. These were highly trained military personnel, including pilots, radar operators, and intelligence officers, who were trained to accurately identify and report aerial phenomena. Their collective experience and expertise make it unlikely that they could have misidentified conventional aircraft or natural phenomena. Moreover, these witnesses have consistently maintained their accounts of these events, despite potential professional and personal consequences. They have no apparent motive to fabricate such an extraordinary story, which lends credibility to their testimonies. Recent government interest in UFO phenomena has further fueled the debate surrounding the USS Nimitz encounter.
Some of them appeared to remain stationary in winds aloft, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly, or move at considerable speed without discernible means of propulsion. That's pretty intriguing.
In 2020, the US government established the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, or UAPTF, aimed at understanding and identifying the nature and origins of UAPs. This renewed focus on investigating such phenomena underscores the seriousness with which these events are being treated and suggests that the possibility of extraterrestrial visitors cannot be easily dismissed. As we review our investigation of the USS Nimitz encounter, it's essential to reflect on the profound implication of these events. If the evidence we've examined does indeed point to an extraterrestrial origin, it forces us to confront our place in the universe as the pale blue dot. Are we truly alone in the cosmos? Or is there a hidden reality just beyond our grasp, inhabited by beings with technology far beyond our wildest dreams? Our understanding of the universe is constantly evolving, and the mysteries we encounter may be the key to unlocking new dimensions of knowledge. So as we continue to gaze into the night sky, we must remain open to the possibility that we are not alone, and that our world is part of an intricate cosmic tapestry woven with threads of the unknown. If you found this exploration of the USS Nimitz encounter intriguing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our latest content. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and your mind open to the wonders of the universe.